We're here at FoxHole today to do a walkthrough. It's already got smaller twat, and that's a ramp. FoxHole is named after Samantha Fox from back in the day. Cock and balls already. Off to a good start. There's 3 ramps, 4 ramps. We're here. I'm here with Rusco. Coolaroo clan. Seen them around a bit lately. Drawings. 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 Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Cock and balls.
My name's Stalker. I'm from Melbourne, and probably started with the Cave Clan maybe in the early 2000s. Probably my earliest sort of exploring inspiration was, I'll blame the ABC for this one. There was a TV show called Police Rescue. If you remember, it had Gary Sweet and a few other people in it. It was a particular episode, I think it was called Rush Hour, where they went into the Sydney train tunnels and St. James bunkers and all that stuff, and it was just incredible. I'm like, whoa, what is this place? I need to see it. So yeah, that was probably my introduction into Urbex stuff, definitely.
They stink, rats. Nah, they're too big. Nah, they get real big in tunnels. Mutant like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, cool. I remember that episode, and I'll see if I can track down some footage and chuck a snippet up. What's number 1 on your Urbex bucket list?
Probably Pripyat in Ukraine. Probably not a place you can really go to at the moment, but a mecca for abandoned buildings and tunnels and everything that's there, really.
Crime Church.
One other place I forgot to mention as a bucket list item was Morwell Power Station. It was still one of the best places I've been to, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I've got so much video footage of nice neon. This is the band. Yep. So I'm pretty sure this section here, we're going under the railway line. Normally when you get red brick arch and that sections, that's under train lines. Oh, Prowler, we're going Prowler. Sir, half these people will be at his 60th tonight. We're on the way to Prowler's 60th, and we just, in respect of Prowler, we thought we'd do a quick drain. Yeah, this is a bit where I thought you might get a little bit of wet feet.
Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Predator. Next weekend we're going to Sydney. Predator's passed away pretty much 20 years ago to the day. Dungoy, spring 97. RPB. Great Pillage Burn. I remember looking up here one day and seeing syringes. Warning, dead chook upstream 300 metres. Sigaboma. Spooky Urbex Goth Girl and rest. Please keep the milk crates seats here for all to enjoy. and trinket wall. Okay, it's getting smaller. What got you into exploring?
I lived in Canberra initially, and there was some kids who used to skate down at this sort of drain and sort of open concrete canal. And they said to us one day, "Why don't you, come up and have a look, like in the drain?" And we're like, "Oh, what? Can you go in there?" And so we went inside, and I was just like, "Whoa, this is amazing." There was some skate magazine at the time that did like a feature on it, and there were people that were trying to do like a full circle, like right around the pipe. It was quite a large drain actually.
Yep.
And then I think maybe a month or two after that, some kid got killed in there, and there was like the drain came from one of the big lakes in Canberra, and I think they'd opened the spillway, and this kid was in there and sort of got washed away. So that was a sobering sort of experience and an early lesson to be careful when you're in there.
When it rains, no drains, but also how do you beat that one? If if it wasn't raining, there was opening.
There was. I remember some kids talking about some sort of siren or something that would go off when they were going to open this spillway, but I was never in there to hear it, thankfully.
Cave Clan would like to meet Cobra and Hawk. Leave date and time at Albion Street Drain. Okay. 30 years later, no response. Do you remember this drain? No. You like the end of it? What a good feature. Cave Clan. Predator. Do you have an exploring highlight?
I guess probably one of my favourites was the East Link tunnels. So we kind of found a way into the tunnels when they were constructing them, and sort of on long weekends when they weren't working, we'd sort of sneak in through this hole in one of the walls and sort of wander around inside the tunnels. And it's like several kilometers from one end to the other, and big machines, and it was really sort of a spooky place with lots of sort of air-driven pumps and stuff keeping the water out, and det cords sitting around, and it was just mind-blowing sort of place.
Yeah, sounds cool. Have you had any serious near misses or injuries?
I fell off the back of a freight train.
Shit.
It wasn't going real fast, maybe sort of jogging speed or something, and I was trying to get up onto the back of this last wagon with a tripod and a few bits and pieces of gear, and
gets bigger.
Rolled my ankle in the ballast and ended up eating shit on the rails.
Yeah, well, that would have been nasty.
Other than that, getting busted in the city loop by coppers coming out of one of the plant rooms.
And did you actually get caught?
Yeah, they caught us as we were going back to the car, and they saw the camera gear and things, and like we weren't doing anything, we're not busting anything down there. We're just taking photos, and they were actually pretty good about it in the end, and gave us all our gear back with the footage as well.
Did you end up having to go to court?
No, they just ended up giving us a trespass fine.
I've always wondered about the city loop, how serious it is when people do get busted in there. But obviously, you guys were pretty level-headed and knew what to say and how to act. And
we spent a lot of time down there, and exploring all the bits and pieces, and just keeping it quiet basically, and not posting photos or videos or anything. It's a stealth location, so keep it that way.
What unusual critters have you run into whilst exploring?
Down in the city loop train tunnels, we saw a bunch of dead owls and ducks that were all sort of squashed in the same location. I don't know if they'd sort of been pushed into the tunnel by one of the trains and then sort of run over, but it was pretty weird.
It's bizarre. To see. But sometimes when I'm driving out, like on a random highway, and you'll just see a heap of cockatoos, and they're like on the side of the road, and when a semi goes past, the pressure of the truck pulls them into the line of the truck, so they actually get sucked in somehow, and then you'll see sometimes you see a dozen dead cockies. Got the ramp. Who do you think would make a good train talk guest?
Just trying to think of who you've done already.
I'm starting to forget who I've done. I've done that many now. I'm up to like nearly 50.
Have you done Crow yet?
Yes, I did him recently, yeah.
What about Al?
Al, no, I haven't done Al. The only thing is, anytime I put out a little that I want to do one, he hasn't said yes. And he's quite a bit of a shy guy, so... But Al, I'm coming after you.
Sorry, Al.
Another little ramp. Lots of ramps in Australia. Action. More ramps. Tell us something about yourself that most people wouldn't know.
I'm the recipient of an Australian National Medal.
Oh, cool. You can't go too far with this because if you're too specific, they'll be able to work out who you are.
They'll find you. That's right. So I'll just stop it there.
Leave it at that. Yeah. You're the guy that ran in and rescued those 7 drowning children at St Kilda Beach, aren't you?
Could have been.
Yeah, good. No comment. No, yeah, cool. Good answer. I wish I had that question in it from the start. I like that one.
I can tell you what it's actually for. It was for the Black Saturday bushfires.
Oh, really? Were they the Churchill ones? Were they part of that? The guy who lit them just got out of jail like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
This was like King Lake and stuff.
I think it was the Black Saturday. Suckerluck or something his name is. But
Right.
yeah, he wasn't very popular. He was in my sister-in-law's class at school. If you were an Urbex superhero, what would your superpower be?
Guess it'd have to be seeing in the dark, wouldn't it? So you
Yeah.
can just go in wherever you like.
Do you tell family and non-exploring friends about your hobby?
I do a fair bit of photography, so most people sort of see photos that I've done in various locations. I guess my parents back in the day kind of had suspicions that we're up to these sorts of things, but yeah, as long as we weren't sort of, causing any criminal damage or anything like that, I don't think they were too concerned about it. This is called the Falls. It used to be called Bonus. And there's a mouse. Mice.
Has anything ever happened to you while you were exploring that made you think, fuck this, I quit?
Maybe the security guards at Angkor. I don't know if you ever encountered them at all. They're pretty nasty dudes. And I've been recently married and we've kind of bailed over this fence to get away from these security guards, and I lost my wedding ring in this like whole heap of dirt and leaves, and I think we spent about 3 or 4 hours trying to search for this thing while these guys were looking around for it. I forgot about the stairway. And
really?
I kind of thought to myself, what am I doing? But yeah, I'm still doing it. So,
do you have a tip that would help someone new to Urbex?
Yeah, don't break stuff and keep it still.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish up?
This is my list here. I've got stuff about whinges about old cave clan stuff, but it's probably irrelevant.
Yeah, we've sort of kept it politically free, cave clan politics. So I guess we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, no worries. Well, thanks for your time. You've really helped me out doing this.
I think that room's new. I'm going to come up, I want to see that. That never used to be there.
I should point out that we're doing this interview on the 20th anniversary of Predator's passing. So a special date that we did this one on. So yeah, rest in peace, Predator. And I put together a couple of videos of all his media stuff. I might chuck a link at the end of this if you're interested in, if you're a fan of Predator. Yeah, and thanks, Stalker. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
You just walk out. The Falls, formerly known as Bonus.